All right, y'all. So we're going to get into who's capping. Now, who's capping is who's been lying to us, who's been spinning us, who's been BSing us, and Kevin McCall. He's a former artist, writer. Y'all know him from the song Deuces with Chris Brown, right? So he's also had plenty of spats with Chris Brown. Like, they've gone back and forth on the internet. He also has a child with my girl, Eva Marcille. Now, she wants no parts of him, and she makes that clear regularly. So he recently visited a podcast with host. This guy's name is Craig Smith. He's a comedian. And the name of his podcast is The Craig Smith. Anyway, he decided to have Kevin McCall as a guest for some reason. And this is what happened.
Like, I got Chris Brown's attention when I posted the picture of Rihanna's face all beat up. Now, this is before I had allegations of the second victim, alleged victim, which I did hit her because she hit me. You feel what I'm saying? Which is not cool.
That's right.
I understand. I understand. I understand.
I know you
I
probably
understand.
heard it from all your OGs on that.
Right.
But
And I've even beat up with this.
hit a woman,
So if you want to fade over this, if you feel like I shouldn't hit women, catch a fade outside, bro. So if you got a problem, if you think I hit women like I told Eva Brothers, catch a fade, my.
All right, let's chill out. Let's chill out, Kev. Come on.
Yeah,
Don't play with me like that, bro. I don't hit, bro. I got 2 daughters, my.
Clearly you do, Kevin McCall. And, sir, we all have a problem with you putting your hands on women, not just those couple of people in there. Now, this is so corny to me. First off, it ain't no allegations, bro. You like to beat on women, and we know this for an absolute fact. Eva spoke on it more than enough times for us to know that this ain't no made-up stuff. And you can listen to Eva on Ricky Smiley's show 2 years ago talking about her baby father.
I finally found the courage to come up and talk about it about a couple years ago, about what I went through with Kevin. He is definitely extremely violent, physically abusive, and I wasn't the only person that has dealt with it. There was a young lady he dealt with, knocked all her fronts out. His child's mother before me has dealt with domestic violence, his sister, his mother, and now obviously goes on. His inability to have what people call self-control of his, frustration and his anger, and he takes it out. And he's not a small guy. He played D1 football.
And let me just say, when he came back in the room, because they walked out and the guys was all laughing, the mood changed. And I'm just confused. You're sitting in a room full of grown-ass men capping, defending the fact that you hit women. And it's disgusting for all those older men to be in that room. And only one really tried to speak up. If you watch it, he was the only one that was bold enough to speak up. And the abuser attempted to intimidate him out of his opinion. Anger problems is one thing. A delusional, defensive, abusive man full of rage is totally different. You need help. Not just professional, but you need Jesus. And why is this loser getting interviewed anyway? Is it 2011? I'm confused. Well, even in 2011, who was interviewing him? You mock Chris Brown with a picture of a battered Rihanna on social media to what? Compare traumas? Furthermore, I'm confused. Was everybody supposed to praise him while he sat there talking about all the women and all the times he beat up a girl? What is he supposed to get, a championship belt and some autographed gloves?
You don't get no awards for that.
I'm confused by the whole thing. And it's the crazier thing is that Eva had more heart than any of those dudes on the podcast combined, because they were shook daddy when he started going up and going crazy, and then they wanted to laugh it off. Kev, it was nothing like that. Yes, it was something like that, because he's a clown. Anyway, mentally ill people like Kevin McCall don't deserve a platform for doing stuff like this and talking about toxic stuff like this. And if this was my podcast, this interview would have went in the trash along with his life and career. Thank God my girl Eva had the balls that these guys didn't to get away from this dude. I'm L'Oreal. That's who's capping. And this is definitely some BS. And if you feel like you got to put stuff like this out to get your podcast circulating, that's really sad, because I'm pretty sure one episode of mine will circulate 10 times more than this viral clip of a clown.
Yeah, all hype ain't good hype, because them dudes in that room, they all came off soft.
They
all
were
y'all
super
came off
soft.
Wild soft, man.
And yeah, I did hear that he's tough, and wherever he's from, so tough that you beat up girls. Like, nobody could get out of here. You're a clown.
Y'all could have jumped him, I'm just saying.
He said that. He was like, if y'all want to jump me, I'm gonna... Shut up.
We are the Morning Hustle.